How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I am the FIFA Analyst. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to not play on FIFA 20. We're going to be taking a look at a FUT Champions game which I did play on the weekend, having a bit of a discussion. It's going to be maybe a controversial video. You guys may not fully agree with it. Majority of you probably will. But I thought we'd make a video on it to discuss it. At the end of the day, I'm very honest and open about everything with FIFA. I say exactly what's on my mind. And this is something that I feel, you know what, let's go ahead and do. If you do enjoy the video, please do let me know by dropping a like. You can subscribe to the channel. We do upload every single day. And we do stream 6 days a week over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst. The link is in the description for that. So this weekend, I hit 26-4 in Weekend League. I lost my last game for Elite 1. A little bit unfortunate, but is what it is. I played this particular player. I think I was on 23 wins. Now, you would have seen this on stream if you were watching. And I'm showing you the whole game. And there's a reason for this, right? Now, you guys know I talk about how to play FIFA 20, how to play the meta way, which is slow it down, play the way you're facing, have a slow build up in the middle of the park. Then when you get in the final third, you want to up the tempo. You want to use the LB, the L1 button to send people on a run, and you want to try and overload into the box, because if you just sit around passing it around on the edge, you're not going to break down, you know, the part of the bus kind of coding issue that I think the game has. That's how, you know, that's how I teach. That's obviously what I teach. I talk about a few skill moves, how to use the fullbacks, how to use the CDMs, and so on. A few people get a few mixed messages when I talk about what I'm kind of getting across. They think just pass the ball around on the edge of the box, wait. They're waiting for something to happen, and nothing happens. That's not how to play FIFA 20. You have to, the attacking AI is so bad this year, you have to try and initiate movement yourself. You have to send them on a run with L1. You need to create the overload. You need to get the fullbacks involved. You need to do a few 1-2s and up the tempo a little bit. That's where the issue lies. Now, playing against this particular player, what you're going to see happen is that the opponent goes 2-0 up. I wanted to discuss this particular game for a reason of A, how he plays and how not to play, and then B, the possible DC no-loss glitch. I don't know so much on that, which you'll see near the end of the video. How did this game go? Why am I making this video? Now, what you're going to see happen is the opponent takes the lead, and you're going to see me start to claw it back. It's what happens in between that time frame. Now, I was playing 3-5-2, 7 depth, 8 players in box the whole time for this game. Right, you know, that's what I started with. I started to play 3-5-2 about my 14th, 15th game of Weekend League. So about halfway through, I moved from 4-2-3-1 press on possession loss, 7 depth to 3-5-2 press on possession loss, you know, and trying to get the boys up. And what you're going to see happen is the guy likes to play slow, right? He likes to hold the ball. You can see this here. You saw me try an offside trap then. You see me trying to, you know, put a little bit of pressure on while not dragging players out of position. Because I've got 3 at the back. I'm a little bit more open than what I would normally. So I do have to be very cautious with it. And this guy likes to hold the ball, which is fine, okay? Let's not get confused here. It's fine. He can do that at 0-0. You know, he can be patient with it. Now, what is going to happen is that, as I said, he's going to get the 2-0 lead. And the way he then changes his playstyle, to me, is completely wrong. Although I said this on stream at the time, he can have his playstyle the way he wants, right? You can hold the ball to the degree that he does, in my opinion, from about the 80th minute. When he initiates the let's hold the ball kind of mentality, from the minute he does, is everything that's wrong with this FIFA. Now, I went on to team press. You'll see me do this in the first half. I go down and left on the D-pad. Don't forget, I'm already on press on possession loss. I'm already on a high depth. I'm already playing aggressive as it is. And he starts holding the ball very, very early on once he takes the lead, which to me is completely wrong. The fact that you go 2-0 up and your instant mentality is, let's just hold the ball and try and see the game out. Well, no. From, you know, second half, I can understand it a little bit more. You can see here, even from this, and this is the problem, right? This is the top level of FIFA. Not so much that if this was, say, one of the best players in the world, Tex, for example, Tex goes forward more. Unfortunately, you can be very good at this game this year from playing the way he plays. What is he trying to do? What's his mentality? He's trying to get me to get frustrated and drag my players out of position and leave the gaps in behind, and then he's going to score. And it's basically, at this level, Who makes the first mistake? I go 1-0 down from a corner, which was unfortunate. And you know what? He fair play to him. He puts his hands up and says, "Oh, sorry." And I think I'm in for a fair game here, where we might go forward, we might attack a little bit. And unfortunately, it's the complete opposite from him, which just makes it. I was losing a bit of my temper on stream because I'm happy to play against someone that wants to hold the ball, that wants to play a possession style place game, but will do it in a way where they're still trying to attack. Someone that does this is like PSG. I don't think he's anymore. But Dax used to do it. Vitality Rocky. Those sort of players, they hold the ball unbelievable in your final third and they go forward. What I found with this guy is that he'd go forward and then he'd go all the way back out to the other side of the pitch and then go back to the defence, and he'd have no absolute intent to go forward and try and grab a goal. It was so patient. It was so frustrating to play against. And again, I'm not saying this is bad. He's more than entitled to do it. I'm just saying tone it down a little bit and maybe try and go forward. What you're going to see now is I go 2-0 down. Okay, good goal from him. Now watch the change of play style from him. Although he's already been holding the ball, which is how FIFA goes this year, he completely reverts to, let's shut up shop. I'm not bothered about scoring anymore. What that then happened to me was that I did this wrong. I started rushing my passes. I started giving the ball away. I started to get very frustrated. And what that then results in, you're playing into the way that he wants. You have to try and remind yourself at these particular games, this is what the opponent wants. He wants you to crumble. He wants you to do bad. He wants you to give the ball away. He wants to hold the ball. He's trying to take time off the clock from literally straight away. And it was so negative and so boring. What I am asking you as a FIFA player is, play the way I ask you to play. Be patient. Don't give the ball away in silly areas. Don't make mistakes like that and let the opponent back into the game. But when you have the ball, you want to build it up slow in your half. But then when you get into that final third, have the intent to go forward. He's 2-0 up in the 40th minute. He's just gone to 2-1, right? Why would you think, let's shut up shop and hold the ball to a level where the opponent can't get the ball back? Now, this year, you can do down and left on the D-pad and go team press, which is great. It really, really does help. But there's still no natural ability in pressing. One of the things on FIFA 18 when I used to play against, some of the top players then, they used to be able to press so well on FIFA 18. And I'm talking unbelievably well. You can't really do that this year manually. You can go down and left on D-pad and then anyone's a presser. Anyone can press really. But even still, it's not to the level that I want it to be as a manual presser. I've gone onto team press already in this game. I'm already trying to get the ball back from the opponent. And it's just making it so hard and so difficult to do so. Even though I'm on the attacking formation, the attacking depth, the attacking team press and so on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the halftime stats and let's see what we were looking at against this guy. I did have a look to see what level of opponent we were playing against. He was on FUTWiz for FIFA 19, but not for FIFA 20. So as you can see, 59% possession for him. He's winning 2-1. Now, has he been the better player? Absolutely yes. I've given the ball away way too much. I've gone back and given him the chances. He's been holding the ball. I said this on time at stream. Fair play to him for how well he can hold the ball. I gave him credit. But I didn't think what was going to come in this second half game. Now, as you can see, I'm making a couple of little changes, trying to get some fresh legs on, trying to see if we can do anything different to hopefully try and get back into this game. What I think this opponent was looking for, if I'm honest with you, was he saw my team and he realised I'm a good player. And obviously he's a good player himself. And all he was trying to do was get me to absolutely lose my head and he was gonna play into that. So what I've done now is I've sped up the second half because I want us to really be paying attention to how many times does he really, really want to go forward, right? How many times does he want to try and get the goal? Watch how many times I fall back into his play where I give the ball away, all the time, very cheaply. Even something like there when he got that shot off, that Carvajal, I intercepted it and he gets bodied off by Mbappe. Like at the time, that was very frustrating. It annoyed me. If you rewind that and have a look at it, it was very, very frustrating. And what you're going to see now is basically not really much of an attacking intent from the opponent. Just happy to go back and hold it. I'm offside trapping. The offside trap on FIFA 20 grinds my gears. It doesn't work. You input it and they don't do anything half the time. They just stand still. It's like every man on this game on FIFA 20 just wants to chill, and they don't want to work. This is the AI I'm talking about. They don't ever want to make the decisions. So as you can see, giving the ball away there cheaply straight away, giving it back to him 55th minute now, and I'm thinking, why am I doing this? I was getting really aggravated with myself, was getting really frustrated. He goes forward, he gets down the line, gets into a good opportunity, tries to sweat across. He tried that because he got into a very, very good opportunity. He will get into scenarios where you think you could probably keep trying to make something happen here, but instead of going forward, he'd just go backwards, and man, was it boring. It was so irritating at the time playing it. And there's a reason why I've made this video, by the way, because you'll see what happens when we equalise. I don't know. I don't know whether it was what I think it was, or if it was just I'm going to be this toxic of a player that I'm going to do this. So you'll see it very shortly. As you can see, gets the ball, goes down the line, comes in, goes back, and then decides to do the drag back, gets into a good area, goes into there, gets past me. Brilliant. Really, really nice there. Nice little step overs to get in towards that near post. So patient again, not really making any mistake there. The concentration levels that you need to play against someone like this is unbelievable. What I'm also kind of thinking about is that as he gets a corner and nearly scores something, if this is the top level of FIFA, no wonder people hate this game. Because, right, as I said, I teach the meta way. I want you guys to help, get better, as I nearly give him a goal there. Stupid from me. I want you guys to get better. I don't want you to play like this, because if you're a Gold 2 player trying to get Elite 3, I would rather finish Gold 2, Gold 1 from at least trying to have a bit more of an attacking intent, a bit more of a spine. Now, if you watch my weekend leagues, you watch how I play, I'm a little bit more aggressive than this. Yes, I'll be patient in my half, when I get into the middle of the half. But then when I get into that final third, I do give the ball away quite a bit. I do get a bit more aggressive, and you can see here from him doing that, it's just causing me to play these offside traps, to give the ball away again, give it him straight back, and he gets into that area, and he's going from the switch to the switch, and he goes forward, and then he goes back, and then he comes back again, and it's just a recycle of exactly what happens, and it just went over and over and over again, and I tell you what, it aggravated me to that unbelievable level. I know it sounds probably just like I'm moaning, but if this is what top FIFA's like, I'm glad I'm just not a pro player, to be honest, because I think this is the thing, right? The majority of top level pros won't play to the level that he's playing like here, as in the way he's holding the ball, right? Because they have the ability to still initiate something and attack. They have the ability to use the skill moves, use the runners, and make stuff happen for themselves, even when they are playing against a pro that's very good at defending with 10 men behind the ball. The way he's playing, to me, replicates the guys that are pros or very good, but not at that, not winning events, not making top 4, not making top 8. Because even against me on 3-5-2 here, high depth, not the best defender, not the best FIFA player in the world, he still didn't demolish me. I've played some pros this year that even when I've focused in and played 4-2-3-1, they have demolished me. He didn't do that. He had a couple chances for my mistakes. If I really wanted to focus in and play the way he played, he wouldn't have had those chances. He would have struggled. Anyway, we carry on from it. We carry on doing what we're doing. We're trying to be patient. We're trying to find that opening. Opening comes. First time fake shot. Brilliant. Boom. Goal. 2-2. I gave him the shush because he frustrated me. Say what you want. Don't care. I hate the way he played. He deserves to get a little bit of a shush for the 2-2. It disconnects. You lost connection to your opponent. What I don't know is if that was a DC where he's left, he's dashboarded the console, or whether he's done a glitch. I'm not going to say the opponent's name because I don't want any hate going his way, let's say. But to me, that seemed very fishy. That seemed very odd. Very, very odd. Look at those stats. From a man that's playing 3-5-2, high depth, team press from the first half, near the end of the first half. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's a joke. I think if you're playing FIFA like this, boys, don't. Just be a bit more attacking. We're in June. Have fun. Try and have fun anyway, if you can, on the game. That's my honest opinions on it. You let me know what you think down below. Been an interesting discussion. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.